Well, all you need to do is put on the news and you shake your head in disbelief about all the evil plaguing humanity. Although this topic deals with the nature of evil, we are focusing on a positive approach on how we can all take a look into the future in an optimistic light, despite the despair and suffering many are seeing today. The Mexico Interfaith Dialogue has provided these representatives from the Jewish, Christian, and Islamic faiths. Joining us now to talk about this event tomorrow night, Rabbi Deborah Brin, along with Reverend Frank Yates, and representing the Muslim perspective, Dr. Jamal Martin, Director of Peace and Global Justice Studies at UNM. So, first of all, thank you guys for opening up this dialogue. I'd say now more than ever, but it really seems that this is throughout history, this sort of nature of evil and this plague of evil that has been going on. Where did the idea to start this dialogue and bringing interfaith discussion come about?
The Interfaith Colloquium they have a colloquium every year.
Every year.
Every year. So this is the topic this year. We lucked out.
So now when we're talking about the nature of evil and what our response is to it, what exactly do we mean? I mean, you stop and think about what is evil. That is a huge topic. That is a large umbrella encompassing so many things. So in your opinions, what is the nature of evil and why does it seem to consistently find its way into humanity? Easy question, right?
Me first?
You first.
Okay, so in the Talmud, which is our legal code and our wisdom literature combined, they had an argument about that. The scholars had an argument about that. It lasted several years, about whether or not human beings should actually ever have been created, because we're evil, we're problematic, we have challenges. And they decided really we shouldn't have been created, but since we were, we have to do the best we can to be thoughtful, caring, kind, and be on the right path. So we've been struggling with this question for thousands of years.
Yeah. How about the Christian response to that?
Well, there are a lot of different views, and I'm representing only one part of Christianity, I'm sure. But for me, evil combines two factors. One, it's almost always destructive of people, of our environment, of our hopes, etc. And secondly, it's almost always deceptive. It looks like it might have been a good idea, it seemed like a good idea, it was a terrible idea. And so it combines those two qualities, destructiveness and deception.
Okay, and then Doctor, last but not least, the Islamic response to
Well, you know, I like this idea of talking about wisdom literature and how this incorporates this knowledge of the sacred sciences and the secular. And, you know, within the Arabic language, there are at least 14 different terms that describe or define what evil is and what it could be. There are several ones that deal with this from a purely metaphysical perspective about how we think about existence and life and what the cosmos is. And I think that within Islamic literature, the Quran and Hadith, you will find that this notion of evil is a very disturbing one, obviously, but it's also part of a divine plan, which is why so many people have difficulties with it, because they say if God is a loving God, why is evil created? But there are answers for that in terms of this test, and it really sort of evolves this whole notion of how we are in tune with our animal sense ourselves, or how do we see ourselves as part of humanity? And I think that's a greater question about how do we move past our base animal desires and become more angelic in our deeds and our actions.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. The yin and the yang does so much of the existence. So this discussion is happening tomorrow, March 27th, 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Congregation B'nai Israel, which is on Indian School. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, do we need to? Are there tickets available? Is this an open discussion to the public? How do we get involved with it?
They do ask for registration ahead of time,
Okay.
and they're planning on a few extra walk-ins.
Okay.
So that's great, and we have a lot of literature in common.
I know.
We talk about the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, and the Yetzer HaTov, the good inclination. So I think we're going to have quite a wonderful discussion tomorrow.
It sounds like an incredibly important discussion as well. Where do we register for this? Do we go online to do that?
There's an online registration.
Okay.
There's information in that brochure.
Okay, and of course we will make this available at foxnewmexico.com, the links to that, so you can sign up and participate. Again, 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for bringing this dialogue.
Thank you very much.
Such an important discussion.
Thanks
Again,
for having us.
Absolutely. If you want more information on this, guys, of course, head over to foxnewmexico.com.